Welcome to episode 31 of the Hotfix podcast. And I hate to say a Totoso, but
A fucking a Totoso.
fucking a Totoso. In all seriousness, yes, we had the DMCA apocalypse today. A lot of partners got emails that all their entire archive has just been deleted. Years.
It's so sad. It's just like, we'll get into it after the intro, but people need to do better, dude.
Yeah, it was really sad. We're going to talk about that, and we're also going to talk about how awesome the new Call of Duty update is with zombies. It has no right being as fun as it is.
Very true. See you after the intro.
Welcome to Hotfix, the weekly podcast that dives into the fascinating world of streaming, gaming, and esports. With your hosts, Brant Vladichuk and Jeremy Kelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 31 of the Hotfix podcast. As we said in the intro, we are talking more about the DMCA strikes and the emails and the whole fiasco going on around that. On last week's episode, we kind of did more of a deeper dive into it, but I think this is probably just a good opportunity to kind of, talk about what happened since those emails came out. And
Yeah, because those emails came out after. It was like a couple.
So I think our episode went live on Monday, and then I think it was Wednesday that the emails came out. So it was like a couple days later, right? Which like predictions by us kind of thing, I guess, right? Not that other people haven't been predicting this for a while, but like it was just kind of funny the way it timed out. Brant just spilled.
I just spilled all
his drinks
over myself. Well, I mean, the show must go on, right?
Have another drink, Rick.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah. It's all right. Keep going.
Amazing.
Good start.
So, as you guys, I'm sure as everyone, if you're hearing this for the first time here, as we said before, then I don't know what you're doing. But so most Twitch partners got an email saying that there was some kind of copyright concern on their channel. And the general consensus was they wouldn't tell people what VOD or clip it was. So everyone just has to delete their entire history of VODs.
Just delete everything.
Right. Or risk those copyright strikes going against your channel. And then if you get, it's strike 3, you're out kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I would say the vast majority of Twitch partners and probably streamers in general are just deleting all their VODs in fear of losing their careers, like genuinely losing their careers. And it's crazy. We're not copyright lawyers or anything like that. So I don't think we'll go super deep into the reasoning as to why these strikes are happening. But in broad strokes kind of thing, it's like if you don't have a license to broadcast music that's not yours, you can't do it.
Yeah, it's
like that's like pretty much it, right?
It's as easy as that.
Yeah,
like
there's
anybody
broadcasting
broadcasting
laws.
music has to get a license to broadcast that music.
100%.
And the only reason why Twitch streamers have been flying under the radar for so long is that Twitch, in comparison to the internet, is very small.
Very small.
And major labels, like the big 5, just haven't really given a shit yet.
But then when you get people like Drake and Odell Beckham Jr. and AOC and all these kind of people starting to stream, it's like, oh, now you now Twitch has certainly surpassed a certain level of mainstream popularity. Like it's not YouTube by any stretch of the imagination, but it's gone past this like niche thing that's like the cool thing you do that like most of your friends don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like we're getting into the era where like there are streamers that regularly have like 50,000 plus viewers.
Absolutely, 100%. And like I said, when you have in the same week AOC starts streaming and Ninja releases his first line of shoes with Adidas, it's like you're past the point of just like, hey, dude, I got sponsored by G Fuel.
Yeah.
Like it's not like G Fuel is no longer like the holy shit you got sponsored by.
Like the music isn't being broadcasted to a few hundred people.
It's being broadcasted to millions.
The music is being broadcasted for free to a lot of people.
Absolutely.
And we're not here to say that like that it absolutely should be allowed, but there's just a lot of
It should be allowed.
there's just some back end work,
Well, and
some
that's-
literal changes to the law that
Yeah.
has to happen.
Well, there's changes to the law and there's changes to the way that Twitch operates and supports its partners. Like, Twitch has done basically nothing to support their partners as far as this whole thing. Like, they knew this was going to happen. It was just inevitable. They just decided to do nothing about it. When they sent out this email, it was super vague. It didn't pinpoint certain VODs, anything like that. It was just like, hey, you have strikes there. Be gone by this date, or you risk getting copyright strikes.
I heard some people just had it, like Twitch just deleted it for
Twitch
them.
didn't delete anything for
Okay,
you.
okay.
No. Twitch muted, like they would mute your VODs and stuff if it detected
Yeah,
music.
that's been around for a long time.
Yeah, of course. But no, everyone basically just got the same generic email that was like, we've picked up, the copywritten music in your previous streams as of, I think it was today, like Friday, what is it, the 20 whatever,
Third.
23rd, that they have to be, if those videos can't be there by this date, or you're risking getting a copyright strike.
Gotcha.
But then
and now it's like 3 strikes are out.
Exactly. So, and then the concern is, okay, if I get one, that's fine. I'll just delete everything and then fair enough. But it's like, well, what if it detects 3 different ones and you get 3 copyright strikes in 2 seconds? And then no warning or nothing, and all of a sudden your career is gone.
Yeah.
Like if you're someone if Twitch streaming is your career, you don't have like a strong YouTube following, you're not like an Instagram model, you're not whatever. If Twitch streaming is literally your career, it could be over like that. Like you could just wake up tomorrow and you've gotten 3 copyright strikes, and you have an email that says that you're permanently banned.
Yeah.
And it's not permanently banned because Twitch wants you permanently banned. It's permanently banned because if they don't, they're going to get sued.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's it. Like, it's
Right? Like Universal will sue Twitch.
Oh,
1,000%.
It's like Twitch is owned by, like, it's not like they're maybe Twitch is owned. They're owned by Amazon.
Yeah.
Like, there's money for
That's
suing.
worth the legal battle for Sony.
Yeah.
Right? So, Twitch's hands are tied in as far as if you get 3 copyright strikes, you're banned, but also Twitch almost tied their own hands.
Yeah, because
right?
they've done nothing for creators at all. Even
No.
up to this point, like their only attempt at it is this Twitch soundtrack.
Yeah.
We finally figured out the name.
That's brilliant.
3 episodes later.
Right? So, and like here's the thing too. It's like you and I know who Harris Heller is and know what Stream Beats is and know that like we watch his videos and like we know that the DMCA thing has like been a topic of conversation. But we're also like like power users of Twitch.
Yeah.
When this whole thing was going on, I was watching like Tim the Tap Man. He was playing with Nick Merckx and Symphony and a couple other people, and they were all just like had no idea what was going on. They didn't know that this was a concern. They don't understand why they can't do it. They didn't know copyright strikes were coming. They were just like completely blindsided. So, for the very top percentile of Twitch streamers, I mean, it's almost like they've been siloed off from what's going on.
It's very surprising how in the dark, because like I have been aware that this is going to be a problem for a while.
Yes,
and nobody on Twitch.
No, absolutely. And I get like again someone like a Tim the Tap Man, I'm sure is a very fucking busy person. Like he streams, 4 or 5 or 6 days a week for like probably 6 or 10 hours or something. And has YouTube stuff to do. And I'm sure he has meetings and sponsorships and managers and all this kind of shit. Like I'm sure he has a fucking kid and he's married. Like I'm sure he's a very, very busy person. But I would have to imagine that his Twitch partner manager probably should have reached out and been like, hey, by the way,
Probably shouldn't play
notice
copyrighted
you're
music.
listening to like Metallica or whatever. Don't do that because this.
Or someone, a friend.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
like,
It's just very weird.
I'm actually like very surprised how many people are caught off guard on this. Like I feel like I've been warned since like at least a year. Like I've stopped.
Absolutely. But I think here's the thing is that for someone, I'll keep using Tim as an example just because he's who I was watching. He's already in the conversation. So for someone like Tim the Tatman, he doesn't need to search how to best change your USB microphone to sound close to a studio microphone. And that's how people find Harris Heller.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
How to set up Streamlabs.
Yeah.
Like, that's how people find Harris Heller, and that's how people find out about Stream Beats, and that's who's listening to Stream Beats, are small streamers and these kind of things. Someone like Tim the Tatman doesn't need to know how to turn his Blue Yeti to make it almost sound like a studio microphone. Like, the man has millions and millions and millions of dollars, and he has someone build all that shit and come over and set it all up, and
Yeah, true.
right? So that's probably, like, saying that out loud makes me realize that, like, most of these big streamers definitely don't know who Harris Heller is. Like, almost certainly.
I would be shocked if, like, I feel like he's gotten himself up there enough.
You would think
that they've at least caught wind of him. Maybe not, like, searched him up, but, like, at least I would be shocked if, like, Tim the Tatman didn't legitimately, has never heard of him or Stream Beats.
I don't know, man.
I think he would have heard of Stream Beats before he heard of Harris Heller.
Maybe.
But I would be shocked because, like, Stream Beats is between 1 to 2% of, like, the internet of streaming. It's crazy. You can look at he pulled up the numbers on his last stream. I'm not making this shit up, but like 1 to 2% of all streamers, like, Stream Beats is in.
Okay. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Yes.
So, like, I would be absolutely shocked if, like, the big 1% of streamers, if they haven't, like, actively watched his stuff, they at least know he exists.
You think? I mean, I disagree. I definitely it's like one of those things where, like, if you're Rihanna, do you know who some small time up and coming pop singer is? It's like that kind of thing.
Some, yeah. I don't know. I would be hard pressed to like believe that, like, no giant streamer. I'm not saying they're fans or like actively watch him, but I haven't, like, never caught wind of something he's done for streaming.
And you very well may be right, and that's besides the point anyway. It's not Harris Heller's job to inform these people that the MCA thing is coming. Like, like, it's Twitch's job, or like.
But it's also Twitch like managers. Devin Nash has been huge on that.
Yeah, no, for sure, absolutely. Like, and that's true. That's true.
And then maybe that's just the problem. Like, this entire conversation has been bubbling around small to mid to kind of large, but not like, but no large streamer gives a shit about copyright. There's so many large streamers, partnered streamers with like 5,000 plus viewers that straight up rebroadcast TLC, like, full fucking videos.
There was this guy who I used to watch that was like, he's a League of Legends player, and in between queuing up for like games, he was like in like Master or whatever the hell it is. So like would take 10 minutes to find a game kind of thing. He would like literally just stream the Food Network.
Yeah,
and he's like just full on streaming like Master Chef, or whatever. It's like, all right, like, I guess, dude, like,
so many of it, like, it's very clear that a lot of the big streamers don't give a shit.
No, certainly not. But again, I don't think it's their, like, maybe a bit of a hot take, but I don't think it's their job to give a shit. I think it's their manager's job to give a shit. Like, that's like genuinely, I think it's like the Twitch partner managers. That's their job to be like, hey, this is against our TOS. You can't do that.
And apart from like Twitch managers, like, they have a lot of them are on networks and have actual managers.
No, of course,
like,
absolutely.
At some point, sorry, Kat, I moved my chair and now he's mad. At some point, someone would have been like, hey, you might want to, like, tone back on literally restreaming TLC or the Food Network or copyrighted music. I have a really hard time believing, like, I don't believe these ginormous streamers are living in such a bubble that they have no idea copyright exists. Like, they're not idiots. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that, like, like, at this point in time, even like a year ago, I'm pretty sure people knew you probably shouldn't rebroadcast copyrighted shit.
I think some knew you shouldn't I would be some definitely knew that you shouldn't do that. Like I was listening to Chaco and he was talking about it. He's like, of course, there's a problem with broadcasting copywritten music to 8 or 10,000 people a day, 5 days a week. Like, of course that's an issue, but just like he's just like, I just do it because like I don't know, dude. I'm just gonna listen to music I listen to, and if it becomes a problem, someone will tell me. I guess
It's only illegal until it's not illegal until you get caught.
Yeah, but I also believe that some of these people genuinely have no like. When I was listening, I wish I recorded the conversation that Tim and Nick Merckx and Symphony were having about this copyright thing. Like they had zero idea about what was going on. How it works, what it is, why they can't do it, couldn't wrap their head around it.
I'm not saying you have to know what's going on. I'm just saying, like, at a base level, you know you can't rebroadcast copyrighted stuff.
You would think.
Now, what the actual, like, there's a lot behind that, like, a lot of people are getting away with it. Why are, like, there's a lot of questions in streaming of, like, why are people getting away with it?
Yeah.
But I think at, like, the absolute highest level, I feel like everybody knows that you shouldn't.
That's probably fair. Like if you were to sit down literally anybody and be like, hey, do you think it's totally okay to stream Ariana Grande to your 50,000 viewers every day with no repercussions?
Yeah, I'm sure everyone would be like,
there's probably an issue there somewhere.
But the problem is like people have been getting away with it for so long.
Right. Yes.
And like,
it's been the norm
and for a lot of people,
years.
I feel like it's a calculated risk. Like I watch, I'm not going to say names, but like I watch one YouTuber, I mean Twitch streamer, not YouTuber, that actively rebroadcasts like major network TV shows to react to. But while he's doing that, he's racking in so much money. Mm-hmm. So it's like a calculated risk almost. It's like I might get in trouble for this, but while I'm doing it, I'm making $5,000 to $6,000 a stream every single fucking day.
Right, absolutely, 100%. Like it's tough if that's your content.
Yeah,
like that really sucks for whoever that is. Like that's like this kind of thing. Like really puts the kibosh on what his content is, or what his or her content is.
Yeah,
right. It's like that's tough. I mean, that's further to what we spoke about last week, right? With like if copywritten music or copywritten content has something to do with what your thing is, you're in a tough spot. Very tough spot.
Yeah, and there's a lot of these reaction channels.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because even reaction channels on YouTube, like Music Teacher reacts to new X song, they don't get money for that. That gets demonetized instantly.
Of course, yeah.
But like the Twitch streamers that do the reaction stuff, they're not getting quote unquote demonetized right now.
Right. Yeah.
They're racking in, they're rebroadcasting all that copyrighted shit, reacting to it, and taking all the money for it. Mm-hmm. And
to that, you would have to know that like people would certainly know that on YouTube people have been demonetized for playing copyrighted music. Like surely you'd have to know that.
Like the copyright thing has been like it's been a thing that's been a thing for like years now.
Yes, of course, absolutely, 100%.
So I really don't believe that people are that ignorant. And I'm so like I do sympathize with the people that have lost 8+ years of content.
Dude,
that's the part that's not right.
Yeah. Yes, that is
like Twitch should have been like, oh, these are the clips, these are the VODs that we have to delete. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Not your entire 8-year catalog.
We're not going to tell you what it is, so get rid of everything.
I feel like if there was because they detected it. Yeah. I feel like if they've detected, okay, this VOD, it's been detected has copyright shit. Yeah. This clip, it's been detected has copyright shit. Just delete it.
Yes, of course, absolutely.
Don't be like, oh, we've detected it. We've detected this in one. Like, wouldn't that be crazy if one partner had 8 years, thousands of fucking VODs and clips?
Yeah.
Detected once.
But one time they played a copyright
one clip,
song.
not even a clip that someone else made.
Right. Yeah.
Had the copyright shit, and because of that, their entire catalog is deleted.
It's just that's a whole other thing where it's like should you be broadcasting copyrighted music? No, absolutely not. And that's just like, that's law. Like, I'm sorry, it is. So you shouldn't be doing that. But then at the same time, it's a failure on Twitch to support their partners by not giving them a way to get rid of the stuff that has copyright and stuff in it.
Yeah.
And the only other option is to delete literally your entire career.
Like, just run a fucking thing to analyze everything.
Yeah.
Delete what has to be deleted
Yeah.
because of the law, which we're in this new age. The law needs to be rewritten to allow, I don't know what the solution is,
Yeah.
to allow broadcasters to rebroadcast copyright music.
yeah.
There's a solution somewhere. I'm not going to pretend I know what the solution is.
Dude,
But right now, there is no solution. But the solution is not fucking
delete all your history.
nuking
Yeah.
8 years. Some of these streamers, like, they tweeted out, they're like, we just had to nuke 8 years of content.
Dude, that's heartbreaking, man. That would be so shitty. Like, someone was talking today that, like, every year since they've been partnered, like, for October, they do, like, a different spooky thing every stream during October, and they, like, love going back to those and looking, see what they did last year or, like, 10 years ago, whatever it may be. And to get rid of all of that, dude, it's, like, it's so much money. And, like, the other argument, so it's so many memories. I said money because of what I was going to bring up, and it's like like there is an argument that can be made, I suppose, where, like, if you're a big enough streamer, you could technically download it all and store it. Like it's big, but
I saw a lot of, like, replies to those tweets where it's just like, like, do you honestly, like, it's thousands of videos of content.
No, I understand that, and not that it would be like an easy task or anything, but if you really, really cared about every VOD you ever had and you couldn't bear to live without it, like, if you're a gigantic streamer, certainly you can afford the I don't know what's 100 terabytes. What is that? Is that like a whatever? But you could afford the 100 terabytes of storage. Like, you certainly could. You could technically buy one spot in a fucking server somewhere and just host it all there.
It could
Like,
just
you
be,
really
you could just
wanted
back
to.
it up to a YouTube account and pay nothing. Like
You could. It sucks to have to do it and to go through 8 years of shit and have to, like, do that whole transfer and that whole processing. Like, that sucks. But, like, if you really wanted to, you could.
it's just there's if like 8 years of content for, like, a full-time streamer, I don't think you could. The amount of time to download and upload.
Yeah. But they wouldn't be doing it. Someone else would be doing it.
Yeah, but even then, like, I don't, like, you'd have had to been doing it from the beginning. You
Maybe.
can't, like, you can't just, it'd be very, very, it would be ridiculous. A lot of these people
Yes,
stream
of
for
course.
8 hours.
No, I understand. I'm
You got,
not saying it'd be fun. I'm just saying it's doable. Like, it is the thing that could be done. Not that you ever would do it, but it's something that could be done if you really
Yeah,
want
you have to hire, like, 10 people. Like, someone start at the bottom, someone start at the top.
and see where you meet.
You start 20% down, you start 20% from the
Yeah.
bottom, you start here and here,
Yeah.
and you go outward.
Yeah.
Because, like, that, the amount of down, like, because not everybody has, like, gigabit internet at this point.
No,
like,
of course, I understand,
downloading
yeah.
one VOD could take an hour
No,
for
I know.
somebody.
I know. It's a task. That's
It's a
what I'm saying.
task.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like something that everyone should do. I'm just saying, for the biggest of the big, if they really wanted to do it, it's something that could be done.
True.
Right? And
Yeah, it could.
Right,
It could be done.
exactly. That's all I'm saying. Not that it will, it could. But, you know, it's overall, I think it's no one should be surprised that this is happening. I think there was fair warning from everyone other than apparently Twitch but that's where all the warnings should have been. And I think Twitch has incredibly failed their partners. Like, incredibly failed their partners. They've handled this horrendously. And
Like,
if I was a big streamer, I'd be furious.
Like, the worst case scenario out of this should have been, like, we detected copyright stuff in X, Y, and Z, and we've deleted it.
Yeah.
But you get to keep everything else.
Yeah.
That should have been the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
The worst case scenario now is
everyone has not everybody, but most people are going to delete all of their VODs.
Yeah, because if this like at this date where it's not done, and they run this fucking script to check all the shit, and you get three I don't know, three things get fucking like popped up.
Strikes,
That's like,
yeah.
but no, I guess it's not the strike is the wrong word. Words. There's a specific word I'm looking for, but it's completely lost. But if it detects like 3 copyright things,
Yeah.
you're gone. Apparently.
Yeah.
So now like Twitch is just like, well, you delete your things or you take a fucking risk. And you imagine like if you've been streaming for like 5+ years and you're like, oh my God, what's in my VOD library?
Yeah. Like, who the hell knows, dude?
I know in my VOD library, and I've streamed such a small fraction of like full-time
Of course.
streamers.
Yeah.
I know I have 3+.
Oh, I do too. 100%.
So,
Absolutely.
like, but fortunately, like all my shit's automatically deleted anyways.
Right.
'cause
Yeah, smart. Yeah.
I'm not a partner, and I'm only on like the Twitch Turbo, whatever the fuck it is.
Right.
And it only keeps it for 60 days or whatever.
Right, true, yeah.
So all my stuff is automatically deleted anyways, so I'm
Right.
not concerned.
Yeah.
But Twitch is like partners, it's not automatically deleted.
That's tough, man. It's tough. If I just know if I was a streamer, a big streamer or partnered or whatever, I'd be absolutely furious. I hope someone answers for, like, someone at Twitch answers. I'm sure they won't, because again, that's like the problem. Like, you know, all the good stuff we've spoken about Twitch in the past, and like, you know, how it definitely is the best platform. It has the, you know, the most user base, and et cetera, et cetera. This is a big problem with, you know, being under the thumb of a giga platform or a giga company.
Giga company.
Right?
Yeah.
Like being under a company that big where like even like a Shroud or an Asmongold or a Nick Merckx or whatever are just like a number. Like they don't have a name. They're just a number in the company.
They're
Like no
just-
one fucking cares. Like Amazon could just fizzle Twitch tomorrow without even selling it off, and it wouldn't even register on their.
It wouldn't affect their bottom line at all. Like Amazon, like
No.
Twitch still isn't a positive on the bottom line for Amazon.
No, it's not.
It's-
It's basically irrelevant. It's probably like the passion project of someone relatively high.
No,
up in
they're
the company.
using it for exactly as I mentioned before. Like it's just an extra advertising platform. Like they're using it to push Amazon Prime videos.
Yeah.
Like today, like on Hassan, I can never fucking get his name right. Hassan's channel
Yeah.
was doing the Prime, like you can if. People watching a
Yeah, well,
Amazon
you can do
Prime,
watch parties
like
for
the
Prime
watch party,
videos.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Amazon
yeah.
Prime watch party,
Yeah.
for the new Borat movie,
Right.
and like that was a sponsored thing,
Yeah.
and there was over 120,000 people doing that,
Mm-hmm.
watching with them.
Right.
So it's very unfortunately really to Amazon an advertising platform.
Of course it is. That's why you can like people link like their Amazon blacksmith thing, right? Where they
Blacksmith?
Is that what it's called? Blacksmith, where it's like you can link you can put your build on the Amazon blacksmith and then have it as a as like a overlay on your stream or as like a panel on your stream, and people can see what you have in your build and they can go directly to Amazon and buy each part.
That's fucking cool,
Right.
But that's at the end of the day, like Twitch for Amazon is just to advertise as like Amazon products.
Yeah, no, of course. Twitch is nothing to Amazon, and that's the problem, right? It's they don't really care about the partners. I mean, obviously they don't care about the partners because they've done literally nothing and didn't in a position where some partners could have lost their entire livelihood. They didn't even bat an eye and showed absolutely no interest in caring about it.
Yeah.
So
And-
that at the end of the day, that's like the biggest issue. So like I don't know, dude. It's you can't play copyright music. There's starting to be more and more good copyright free music out there. Definitely check that out. But don't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if by this time next week we hear of 1 or 2 big streamers that lost their career. I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
once we hit that like deadline,
Yeah. I wouldn't
people
be surprised at
are
all.
gonna get Control Alt deleted real fast.
I really do think so.
And it's a really good point for not having all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
I think we're going back to Harris Heller a lot because we're small streamers and that's how you fucking, if you're a small streamer, that's how you like it. It doesn't matter. But like him and one of his coworkers, Sam Woodhull, is like tweeted today, like, if Twitch disappeared tomorrow, like, are you set up?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Most people, the answer is no. And so it's very important, like Twitch, it's very important to understand that Twitch isn't like a guaranteed thing to be around forever. It is a
Absolutely not.
very, very minuscule part of Amazon that if it starts getting too much into the negatives, that they're going to axe and just like, they're going to yeet it out the window.
Yeah.
And like his tweet today was like very like humbling. It's just like, yeah, are you set up?
Yeah.
If this
streaming is all you
DMCA
do-
thing like really, really hits the fan and Amazon is like, oh, fuck. You know what? We don't want to put the amount of money required into this to make music legal. We'll just shut it down.
Right. Yeah.
It's just like Microsoft and Mixer. They
Yes,
it's like, you know what? Fuck it.
this isn't worth our time anymore.
It's not worth the time anymore. And that was at the snap of a finger. That was overnight.
Yeah,
done.
Yeah.
That can happen with Twitch.
Very
Don't
true.
think it won't ever happen with Twitch. It absolutely can. And if all your eggs are in the Twitch basket, I think it would be very important to like maybe start putting those eggs into some other chickens.
It's that's not how it works. But yeah, absolutely. No, for sure. Yeah, I don't know where else we can even go with as far as that copyright thing goes, but it's just, no one should be surprised, and Twitch should be embarrassed at the end of the day.
Yeah. That's-
On the good news front, buddy, you've been having a lot of fun with that COD Zombies, eh?
Dude, the new the new Call of Duty Zombies update has been the most fun with a battle royale that I've had in
Ever?
probably.
Yeah.
Like like if you're going into that being like I want to be competitive and be the best, like you're gonna hate it.
Of course, yeah.
But if you just want to like jump into a game and have just like the most ridiculous fun in a battle royale you're ever gonna have, it's so ridiculous and it's so good.
what have you enjoyed about it? Like, what's like the thing that's like making you like just adore it?
It's nonstop.
It is nonstop, yeah.
It's nonstop. It's like, okay, you're human, you're running around, you're trying to get kills, you're killing people. You die. Now you're a fucking zombie running around the map. You can fucking super jump across the fucking map.
Yeah.
You go around and it's like, oh, he's a human. They have grenades.
Yeah.
And you throw this fucking grenade, disorient him, beat the shit out of him. You get 2 of your fucking stims,
Come
and then you're back
again,
as a human, and you just keep doing that.
That's what I've enjoyed the most was the getting the two stim parts, like seeing, like having one and then seeing one like in the distance, but it's like a bunch of people fighting around. And it's like as long, because once you touch it, you're immune, right? Like you're invincible, and then, like you do the animation, you come back. So it's like trying to like time that jump so perfectly that you land right on the stim before you get shot to death. It's been really, really, really fun.
And also, like, I lost my shit. Like, the first time I became a zombie and I'm falling, I'm like, how do I parachute? How do I parachute?
Yeah,
and you just fucking
splat.
boom into the ground. And you're like, oh, yeah, you're already fucking dead.
Of course, yeah.
You just get up and you start running.
Yeah. You're like making
Like-
that like greasy noise the whole time. And it's
Yeah,
fun.
it's so funny. Like,
It's been hilarious. I just
so funny.
the end games of that where like the circle almost keeps moving until, because it's the last human person alive, right?
The
kinda
the
how it
last
works.
circle is a fuster cluck.
It's insane. Yeah.
Like I have some good highlight clips
Yeah.
of like
They just
like
get-
oh my god.
But
Like,
they just get wild because if there's like 7 people, like 7 humans left, and like 15 zombies or whatever, and you're trying to like land somewhere that like isn't covered in people or zombies, and it gets like that. Like you said, that's the thing. It's like especially the longer the game goes on, it's non-stop action. It's just constant,
nonstop.
constant, which is like definitely different from like, even, COD BR is like, it's COD, so it's like it's pretty hectic and pretty fast paced as it is. But there's definitely moments in any BR where like there's no one really around. You're just kind of just positioning and having to look for people and just kind of it's a little bit slow. But with this, it seems
And the initial circle is smaller.
right. Yes, yeah, that's true.
And like
Well, it's just straight away, right? And then like the other thing with those zombies, like being able to see having like the UAV up constantly, so you can always see where people are. You always have to be like concerned, like is some dude gonna jump up on top of my building?
And that's what, like part of the meta that like me and my buddy started doing was getting killed and one of us being a zombie,
right.
and staying as the zombie fucking like your sniffer zombie from like I don't know if you remember from The Walking Dead, where they had like the zombies on like the chains to sniff out the other fucking people. So like one of us would die and we'd stay a zombie, and like the zombie friend would stay with you, so he had constant UAV,
like,
and we'd walk around
this way,
and then you grab one stim, and so you have one loaded, and it'd be like one, and then just like this enemy's over there, and like you have such an advantage at that point, so you're just like killing everybody.
Yeah, that's smart as hell.
And then like grab the and then once we get to like a good spot, like grab the second
Have your
stim, so
stim,
they're both
come
rolling.
back,
Then
you're
maybe
good to
like
go.
I would
come
die.
back with your loadout, like you're good to go.
Exactly.
That's one thing that I had like in the final circles had like a really hard time getting used to, because like you're used to like someone parachuting in normal Warzone, they have like just the pistol. Right? These guys land fully geared. I'm just
you
getting
land
zipped.
fully geared. So one of the last circles I had was at airport, and it was on the runway.
Right. Yeah.
Zero
No
cover.
cover at all, yeah,
So it was like I don't even know how fucking long this lasted, but like it was the last circle, and it was like zombies landing, you'd parachute in, you'd land, you'd get like 4 kills, you get zombie, like a horde of fucking zombies, like 20 zombies on you, like beating the shit out of you to get your stim pack, and then you would fucking land in as a zombie, and you'd be part of this horde, and then like it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for so long. I mean, like I died, and I came in 17th.
What the hell is going on?
I was like, oh my god, we're in the last circle for like 25 minutes.
Right, yeah. It was never ending. There's so many people
like-
still alive. It's crazy, yeah. It is insane. And then like you get that situation where like it could be just like 3 or 4 humans just keep responding over and over and over. So you never get the chance to like actually only have one left, and there's always one in the sky parachuting down. To actually get the win is just like it's more so luck than anything, isn't it?
Yeah, and
Right, because like you said, it's not necessarily like a competitive, try hard sweat.
this
mode
is
kind of
not a
thing.
sweat mode.
Right,
If you're looking for a sweat mode, like don't play this. at
no,
all.
absolutely not. But it's just for a laugh. If you get lucky at the end and win, then like sick. But like
But it's the most fun.
it is. It
like-
has been really fun. It's funny. Yesterday. So for the past like week and a half, I've been just like not even a week and a half. But for the past like I don't know, month and a half or more, I haven't really been enjoying playing any games at all. And like the last 2 weeks have just been like really bad. I'm like, I can't be bothered to literally even load up anything. Like I have zero interest in playing anything. But then yesterday, just like jumped in to try this zombie mode, and I had a lot of fun. And I went right from that, started playing Overwatch with a buddy, had a lot of fun with that. Then went from that to playing PUBG with some other friends, and like then like hadn't played like any amount of games really in like almost 2 weeks, and then just played like 8 hours of 3 different games and had the fucking best time. And it's like COD Zombies, like that, just it being just like dumb fun and just like having a laugh, just like really kind of like flipped my mindset around and just like, just play games with some friends and it's going to be fun, like almost no matter what it is, right? I think that's what ended up happening to me is I was playing so many single player games. I was just like, I don't want to get into another story. I'm like not super interested.
Don't want to invest 80 hours.
Right, yeah, exactly. Red Dead Redemption 2 this summer killed me for like single player games apparently.
That was a long stretch.
Dude, it was like I think it was 115 hours or something by the time I was finished it. It was too much, man.
Do you know what, like 150 hours in Halo 5 rank you could have gotten?
Yeah, I know, right? Dude, I mean, my time may have been able to be better invested in literally anything, but That's fine.
Do you know how much of the stock market you could have learned in 115 hours?
Dude, I know, right? I can learn anything.
You could have bought in
115 hours.
stonks.
I could have stonks, dude. But yeah, that was like, COD Zombies like really kind of helped me just like have fun playing games for like the first time in like I said, like maybe even 2 months. Like who the hell, like it's in a while, man. And I was just like, fuck yeah. And I couldn't wait to play Overwatch. I hadn't played Overwatch in forever. And I was just like, fuck yeah, this is like, again, super, super fun. Whenever we played PUBG, new update, new map, this kind of stuff. And I was like, dude, this is super fun too. And I was like, at the end of the day, I was just like, fuck yeah, man. I just had like a blast playing games with my buddies again. Like it was really, really nice.
It was sick.
It's great. It's awesome. I'm glad it's the thing. And I'm glad you guys have listened to this episode.
Oh,
Fucking
look at
segue,
that
dude.
transition.
I know, right?
Okay, do your scripted output.
All right.
Output. Outro.
Thank you guys so much for listening to episode number 31 of the Hot Fix podcast. We really, really do appreciate it. If you guys are watching or listening on YouTube, please consider liking, subscribing, maybe even commenting down below, sharing with some friends. If you guys are listening on audio feed, whatever feed that may be, consider liking the channel and subscribing to it as well. Leaving a 5-star review. Those things go very, very, very far. We say them as a joke, but they actually do go a long way. Thank you guys for tuning in. We do post every single Monday. We'll see you guys next week. Much love. Don't get copywritten stricken.
Copywritten stricken.
Bye.
Bye.